Okay, these first two poems I'm going to be reading are a bit more violent than anything else I've written. They're not graphic or too graphic, but yeah. It wasn't a drive-by. There was a deliberate attempt to cover up what happened, Police Chief Ray Schultz said. They disrespect the death of this baby. Albuquerque Journal, November 2007. Monday afternoon, the house is booming. Law and Order on the tube, the blaring horns of Straight Outta Compton. You can hear his laugh in the front room, echoing still. You wonder if he cried after, screamed, maybe for you. The hall is littered with drywall, the tube of toothpaste used to fill in the holes, the shell casings scattered on the floor. You imagine hot metal bursting through skin. The rug, now smudged with soap and blood, reminds you of his yellow shirt stained earlier this morning with grape jelly and fruit punch. You think of his body on the lawn with the toy cars, his brown skin cutting through the grass. They carried him there after firing the round. It was an accident. You can see the curl of his dad's finger on the trigger. It's easier to let these things happen. I don't like to watch the fast motion of your hand up and down. I look away into the black room. You remind me of the moments in sophomore bio when the teacher with Coke bottle glasses would leave the class. The boys next to me would crowd too close, one shoving his fingers up my skirt, the other clamping his sweaty, salty hand over my mouth. In the back, no one said anything. The jars of baby pigs and frogs filled their throats. After 3 years. Our knees pressed together, you talk about the East Coast truck driver, how you left after 3 years of waiting and listening to the sounds of beer bottles collecting on the table. We could be different, spend Friday nights dancing to Tito Puente in neon clubs, collecting the Miami heat with our skin until the sun spreads into Matheson hammocks. You write from home near the war zone, mention your new lover and her fondness of knives, how she likes to trace your Arabic tattoos after soaking in the tub and too many margaritas. You say we were like Warhol and his long-legged muse. I was your superstar of '05, jumping to the sparkle of the spinning disco ball in the small uptown apartment. It was no fairy tale, 3 years waiting for you by spring, sighing over boys at the counter while you camouflaged into suburban life. No numbers, letters, no trace of you remains. Life is complete. Baby on your knee, husband home, linens fresh blue and palms, glittery martini glass against your plum lips, husky voice you used to bank on, silent. Okay. Family lies. Your mom has been feeding you oleander blossoms again, like she did when your cheeks spilled over your rosy face and you were bare-bottomed on the linoleum floor. Such a sweet mama let the phone ring when Daddy would call, tell you to watch the colors stream across the screen while placing Cheerios on your tongue. After she dressed you in Raggedy Ann overalls, her new man took you for afternoons in the park on days Papa was supposed to stop by. Driving up from the desert into the crisp Michigan fall, your mom only gave him an hour with you in the fluorescent lighting of a Mickey D's. Crying most of the time, you now forget those evenings. You only remember one day at the lake and all his faux pas as a father. You claim the phone stayed silent for 3 years until I came along. You say these things don't matter much anymore, worried that your mother's words will burn away like pineapple resting too long on your tongue.